Assalamu alaikum everyone. I know you've been waiting for the Pepe update. Now here it is, and let's talk about the next thing that is about to happen for Pepe. Now I have been able to kind of like trade this pump. I've even given this on the private. So I was giving like 6% reward in there, and a lot of members did actually win this one. I took out 3.5%. I took the whole profit a little bit earlier because I thought this is a candle to reverse down. It started to make this little bit of a weird candles in here. So I actually bought just right over here, and this was an amazing move up. So the logic behind buying this, let's actually talk about a little bit of why I had to buy and why did I actually give a technical target of 1330. This is exactly the target that I gave where we are. So basically our purchase was just right over here, and we wanted to sell it right over here, and it played out perfectly. And the reason behind it was that Pepe was doing something where I saw a break here, right? So this break happened, and if you zoom in right in there, you're going to notice that after some couple of rejection, which was this rejection going on, that rejection here, a little bit of a fake out going on there, it finally popped up and it actually had a perfect retest. And even after that, we had a nice good EMA crossover. And if you notice that we had a nice EMA crossover right over there. So my stop losses were that, okay, let me just put my stop loss a little bit under 1216 right here, and I bought it at nearly 1241 right there. And then we had a nice move and it was over. Now, one thing that I'm going to talk about, how did I actually even think about 1330? All right, that's the interesting thing, because why did I say 1330 instead of saying 1275? I actually took my profit at 1275, but I actually gave the pattern here was only meant to move up to nearly 1278. It wasn't meant to move to 1330, right? It was a pattern here, you broke out, and it just should have moved up to 1270. So this is a very important question if you go into details of how the heck did 1330 happen and where did that came from. So let's talk about that one. And number one, I noticed that the 4-hour time frame is looking like this. And I don't know if I can go back to time somehow, but maybe. I don't really know if I can do this. All right, so maybe I could do so. Okay, I cannot do it. Okay, I cannot do it on the 4-hour time frame. You need a premium service, or maybe let's try to do this on the daily. Just bear with me a little bit. This is an important piece. Okay, I cannot do this on the daily. We need more candles. But anyways, taking in the trend line on the 4-hour, and if you drop the trend line on that 4-hour time frame, it actually really felt like Pepe had create this pattern, and you had almost like a double top going on in here, and with that double top you broke down, and I didn't feel like the retest ever happened for Pepe. And that's the reason why I felt like there are reversal candles going on, and it does make sense to go back to retest that trend line, and that looks like a 1330 retest. And that's just the only reason why I gave the technical target for Pepe to come at 1330. But right now I want to just tell you that this is, at the moment as I speak right now, Pepe is facing a massive rejection right now, because number one, on the 4-hour time frame, this is a nice good resistance, and on the 1-hour time frame as well, there's another resistance that I want to show you very quickly before we close the video, and that is going to be this one right over here. Pepe has been rejected a couple of times, so if you drop that trend line, and it's going to look something like this. Yeah, Pepe in here has had a very tough time to break this trend line. So in my opinion, you're looking for that one touch, second touch in there, third touch in there, and again you're finding that rejection. Now let's say that Pepe somehow crosses that trend line, moves up, and kind of retest, and there could be chances of moving up to 1462, right? So that's it for the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.